What's going on, guys? It's Thursday. We got another Forza trial to help you win. And we got a good one today. We got the dirt racing back. We got some rallycross action going on. This is a good one. The trial for this week is called Monster Mash. Good title. You get some credit, Forza. I like that one. It is for Rally Monsters tuned to A spec. This is a little bit different. Usually Rally Monster events, they like to have it S1, but A is, a good change of pace for me. I like it. I love me some Rally Monsters. It might be my favorite overall category in this game. Dirt racing is my favorite type of racing in this game. So this is a good trial. Much better than the horrible cross country from last week. Now the car I decided to go with is a 1980 Renault 5 Turbo Forza Edition, which is ironically the prize car for this week. So if you have this car already, I recommend using it. If you don't have it and are trying to win it, I will recommend some other cars here in just a bit. But if you want I think the easiest car to drive, the best chance to win, I recommend using the 5 Turbo if you have it. It handles extremely well. It's not the fastest car, but like I said, it accelerates really well. It handles really well. I made my own tuning setup for it in January of last year, the last time we had a trial event for A-Spec Rally Monsters. I remember that trial very well. I used the Ford Fiesta, I think the Gymkhana 8 Hoonigan Fiesta so much, just because it's one of my favorite cars as a challenge. I ended up using the 5 Turbo as well, just because it was so easy. Excuse me, but the tuning setup I made for it is called Solstice Winter. That's why the name is going to look kind of weird. I'll show it on screen right now, along with the share code. I think the trial back then was called like Summer Solstice or something like that. That's why it's called Solstice Winter. I did, however, sort of tweak it to make it a little better for these types of circuits. If it was more high speed, or if it was more towards point to point or trail races, I would have probably kept the original setup. I did tweak it a little bit just for this one. I could have made a different setup altogether, but I just copied over it. It's fine. I think you'll have some good luck with this tune if you decide to use it. This car in general, it's fantastic. I will apologize for the gameplay. It's not the smoothest gameplay. I know when I did practice, I usually do like one round on each of the 3 races just to, try to get warmed up a little bit. And I did way better in practice than I did in the actual event. Oh, it's okay. I still managed to win, but this wasn't the smoothest. I know I can put up better times. I don't really want to give it another go. Like I said, I won. It's all good. Just bear with the mediocre gameplay. That's not really the point of this video. It's for what I'm recommending. And like I said, this car is fantastic. Definitely the best option. It's not fast, handles, and accelerates well. That's what you're gonna want to be. I'd say the best way to win like a rallycross style event would be to have to pick a car that handles well over speed. It really depends on your driving style. If you like more of a tidy driving style, then you're gonna love this. It's a very easy car to drive. Now, I mentioned earlier, if it's the prize car, so if you don't have this and you're trying to get the prize car, the other cars I could recommend, the Opel Manta is good. It doesn't handle quite as well as the 5, but it's good. It's a little faster. Same with the Ford Capri 4th edition. If you have that one, it's also about the same as the Manta. It doesn't brake very well. It doesn't brake as well as the Manta, but it's similarly as fast and it handles very similarly as well. Other decent options, if you have DLC, the 85 Porsche 959 Pro Drive is a decent option as well. I really wouldn't touch anything else. A lot of people are using the Travis Pastrana's WRX STI. It's okay, it's just a little slow, but it does accelerate and handle fairly well. So it's probably the closest comparison, I would say, in the A category to the Renault 5. It's just, I don't know, something about it for me I'm just not a huge fan of in this game. So I mean, you could use that. It's another option. I would definitely pick any of those cars over, like, I don't even know if you can even get the Volkswagen Beetles in A. You might not even be able to get those in A, but I would definitely pick any of the cars I've mentioned over the Ford Fiestas. They're just not that great for A-Spec. I do use them though because they're my favorite rally cars ever. That generation of the Ford Fiesta is my favorite rally car, so I'll probably will end up doing this a couple more times just with those cars, just for shits and giggles, I guess. But they're not gonna be options you're gonna want to choose if you want an easy route to victory. You're gonna want to go with the Renault 5 as my number one suggestion. I'd say number 2 option would be the Opel Manta. Number 3 would probably be the Subaru WRX STI. Number 4 would probably be the Ford Capri if you have it. And then 5 would be the Porsche ProDrive, but like the Porsche ProDrive is sort of hard to come by. Like I said, it's DLC. And the Ford Capri is actually pretty hard to come by as well. I remember I actually had to buy it in the auction house after it finally became available, and I paid way too much money for it, but it's a fun car. I wanted to get all the Fords, so that's why I ended up getting it. But like I said, this is not a difficult trial by any means. The AI is not super overpowered. Teammates are kind of annoying. I've ran into a couple annoying teammates. I had to do this a couple times because I got knocked out of a freaking checkpoint, like usual. That just makes me quit immediately, usually, if teammates just knock you off the road or if I see them wall riding. Because let me tell you, this trial will definitely encourage some wall riders, especially in race number 2, the Glendale Foothills, whatever the hell it's called. People will wall ride like no other in that race. So if that happens, leave. I don't know, or try to beat your teammate into submission, wreck them, knock them to the wall or something like that if they try to race that way. It's just not necessary. This is a very easy event if you pick the right car, if you have a good tuning setup on it. It's very easy. So let me know down in the comments what you chose, what car you chose, what tuning setup you chose. Like, my tuning setup might not be the best for your driving style. If you do want to go with the Renault 5, like, just different tuning setups. I know my friend Froback, God, I really hope I'm saying your name right, he actually made his own setup for this car as well. I know when I clicked on the tuning suggestions, his was like the very first one, which is awesome. I'm sure that's a very, very good option as well if you don't go with mine. Just let me know down in the comments what car you decided to go with, what tuning step you decided to go with, how it went, how your teammates were, how much fun you had. We're here to have fun. That's the whole point here, have some fun. Win some virtual stuff in this virtual game. Escape from reality a little bit. It's just it's good. Anytime there's dirt racing, it's good. It's good for the psyche. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I will see you guys next week.